Welcome to Clevenard TV. My name is Betty Peter, the Managing Director of Clevenard, South Africa. We welcome you in this interview where we'll be sharing insight on how to make money through content creation in 2025. Briefly, let me just take you through what Clevenard is, because I believe most of us are not aware of what Clevenard is. Clevenard is a digital platform that connects people across the globe through news, entertainment, business networking, and community engagement. It offers a range of services, including live TV streaming, social networking, business promotions, and events coverage. Clevenard TV, as part of this platform, brings you insightful discussions, inspiring content, and global perspective that informs, that educates, and entertains. Whether you're looking for business opportunities, cultural exchange, or quality entertainment, Clevenard is your go-to platform for staying connected and empowerment. With me now, I have, she's not a guest, she is the director for media and content creation here at Clevenard, South Africa. So I want to introduce Ms. Thakgalang Monama, who will be sharing insightful, valuable information on how to make money through content creation in 2025. In this rapidly evolving digital world, content creation has become one of the most powerful ways to earn a living, build influence, and create financial freedom. Welcome, Ms. Thakgalang Monama. So introduce yourself, tell our viewers who Thakgalang is, where she's from, and what Thakgalang has in store for us. Thank you.
Hello everyone, hello. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Thakgalang Monama. I am a full stack development student and a computer science student. I'm also the media team leader at the Synagogues JWC, as well as the director of content and media at Clevenard, South Africa. So I've been in media for 10 plus years, and I do believe with my full stack development background on top of my media experience, I can give you guys valuable insight into what it means to be a content creator in 2025.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Now you can hear that we have someone who has insightful information on content creation, and I know many of us want to know how to make money in 2025. But you know, for some of us, we don't really know what content creation is, what a content creator does. I just learned over, a couple of weeks ago what content creation is. I mean, even right now, as we are live here, this is content creation. Could you kindly take us through what content creation is, and also how do we get started, as a content creator?
Yes, so before I get into content creation, I do want to make a differentiation between media and content creation, because I know sometimes people use it one with the other. They use media when they mean content creation, and they mean content creation when they mean media. So content creation is anything that you create to be put out into the digital or printed sphere. So that can be videos that you record, pictures that you take, anything that you are creating arts-wise is content. You are making content, whether it be video, text, a blog, anything, or even audio, a podcast. That is content creation. And then media is the means in which your content will be broadcasted to the world. So such as television, that will be where your videos, your movies are being broadcasted to the world, where it's distributed. So media is the vehicle that takes content to the audience that you're looking for.
Okay, so for people who wants to get started, can you take us through various steps that someone can take if they want to start making money as a content creator in 2025?
There are a few steps that you'll need to go through before you begin your journey as a content creator. And the first one is find your niche. So identify your area of expertise or passion. So this could be anything from gaming to health, fashion, education, or travel. And the more specific your niche is, the easier it is to connect with your audience. So don't just say, okay, I want to do education. Say, okay, I want to do mathematics specifically. Be very specific with what you want to do and the area in which you want to operate in when it comes to creating content. After you found your niche, you know the area and something that you're passionate about and that you want to do, choose the right platform. So select the platforms that align with your content style. If you are doing education videos, chances are you would want to be more on YouTube for your long format because you'll be teaching people, you'll be hosting lectures. So I would suggest going for a YouTube. But if you're someone who just wants to give short snippets of what's going on in pop culture, you just want to give a little bit of gossip, then TikTok and YouTube Shorts would be your form of the platform that you would go for. So I would recommend starting with one, really get comfortable with one, but then branch out. Don't stay with one platform only. Always diversify. Don't just stick with either Facebook or YouTube. Really branch out to as many platforms as you can. Then, of course, create high quality content. So invest in good equipment. Good equipment equals high quality content. You can't have high quality content if you do not have good equipment. So that means get a good camera, at least a camera that's recording in HD. If not HD, we would recommend 4K. That's the highest one that I'd recommend. If you're not on a 4K budget, you can go for HD, which is 1080p. Also, work on your lighting. Depending on whichever content you'll be filming, you'll be needing different lighting. If you've decided to be in the beauty niche, chances are you'll have the ring light, and that's all you need to do your videos. But if you're doing like a podcast setup, you will need maybe two lights, one facing you and the other facing the person that you're interviewing. So invest in lighting as well. And then also invest in a good microphone. There are a bunch of microphones from entry level all the way to the more advanced ones. Depending on the budget that you're looking for, you can decide. I would say that the best microphone out there is the Rode Pod mic. That's the best microphone out there. It's usually around 2,000 Rand, but if that's not the budget that you're looking for, there are cheaper options and there are even more expensive options. But again, wherever your budget is looking and whatever it is that you want to do, you can adjust from there. So just remember, the better your content quality, the better that you'll attract a wider audience. People do want high quality content. They want something that looks good, something that appeals to them, something that sounds good. So always make sure that you're creating high quality content. Then build consistency and frequency. So posting consistently builds a loyal audience. Create a content schedule and stick to it. If you say that I'm going to post every Wednesday at this time, you stick to posting every Wednesday at that time. So also your viewers know, okay, after work, they're going to tune into your channel at that time and they can sit and watch. They can plan their day by incorporating your content into their schedule. And that is what we want. The next advice that I'd give you is engaging with your audience. So don't just post and then leave. Respond to comments, ask for feedback, create interactive content such as your polls or your Q&As so that you really get to know your audience and they really get to know you as well. You really want to build a community. You don't just want followers, you want people who are going to be loyal to you, people who, if you say click on this link, they're going to go and click on that link. If you say buy this product, they're going to buy those products. You just don't want followers alone only. You want a community of people who are going to respond to what you're asking them to do. Then, of course, monetization channels. So once you've established your audience, you can consider joining monetization programs, affiliate marketing, and sponsorships. So a lot of these platforms that you'll probably be going on, like your YouTube and your TikTok, you do have to have a follower or a subscriber threshold, and then you can qualify for monetization. But there are other streams that you could be taking, like affiliate marketing, where you get an affiliate link and then you sell products or you advertise products on behalf of a company. Or you could get sponsorships. So where you'll approach a brand or a brand will approach you and they'll say, okay, I need you to advertise this product for maybe 2 weeks, and then we'll pay you for that as well.
Yes, and Clevenard is such a platform. Thank you so much. I'm sure someone out there who didn't know where to start, for being a content creator, we now have an understanding. But people like myself don't think that we are content creators. So I just want to ask if content creation is for everyone, or does it require, special skills? Because one will say, I didn't go to school for this. So I also believe that everyone is creative. So we just need to really unleash our creativity. So take us through what you think, if everyone is a content creator or not.
I believe that anyone can do content creation. How old you are or how young you are, you can do content creation, but it does require a certain set of skills. So, like creativity and communication and persistence. So, while anyone can start creating content, if you look at your successful creators, the things that they have in common is that they have an ability to engage with their audience, they produce quality content, and they're able to adapt to trends and changes in trends. So if you have those as well, that's also something that can work in your favor. It also helps to be passionate about the subject you're creating content for. Because what viewers want and what audience members want is they want someone who's going to be authentic, someone who's going to be genuine, and someone who's going to be sincere. That's the real content that people will connect with. If they think that you are relatable, you understand how they're feeling, and you want to provide a solution or alleviate the trouble that they are going through as well. And of course, special skills like video editing, graphic design, and social media marketing, they can give you an edge if you already have them, but it's something that you can learn over time. For example, with me, I never went to school for this stuff, but I have learned how to video edit. I have learned how to do graphic design. I have learned how to do social media marketing, all through learning as I was going through the process. So you'll find that content creation is a continuous learning process, and you don't need to know everything now to start. You just need to start, and then you will get all the other skills and the learning that you'll need later on.
That's true. I mean, we are work in progress. I'm also getting to really acquaint myself with content creation. Here I am today. I'm, building content through Clevenard TV. Now let's come to what all of us, have been waiting for, to know how to make money, through content creation. So if you can just take us through the monetization strategies, ways to make money as a content creator. What are the top ways to really make money as a content creator?
So the top ways to make money as a content creator is number one, ad revenue. So like I was explaining before, YouTube and TikTok, once you've reached a certain follower or a subscriber threshold, you qualify for their ad revenue program or their partner program. On YouTube is what it's called. And once you qualify for that platform reward program, they are then able to play ads on your platform, and then you can get a revenue cut from that. So just explaining ad revenue for people who don't understand what's happening there is that brands will say, okay, YouTube, TikTok, can you please advertise my brand on your platform? YouTube and TikTok will say, okay, pay us, and then we'll do that. And then while they're playing ads on your channel, because they're playing it on your channel, on your video, you will get a cut of what the brand has given YouTube or TikTok. So you're getting a piece of what that brand originally gave YouTube and TikTok for advertising their brand as well. So that's what ad revenue is. So I would not rely on ad revenue, especially if you're a beginner, because there is that threshold that you need to reach. I think on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 followers and about 4,000 watch time hours on your channel. So it's not an easy starting point to reach. So I would not recommend this for those in the beginning phases of their social media and content creation platform. I would recommend this for people who are a little bit more seasoned or who are in the middle and have the follower threshold. Then there's sponsorships and partnerships. This is where brands collaborate with creators to advertise their products in a way that feels authentic to the audience. So this can happen in two ways. It's either you can approach the brand or the brand can approach you. So the brand, when they approach you, they'll say, okay, we've seen your content. We like what we see. We believe that you align with our vision and mission. Can you please advertise this collection, this product, this service, and then we will pay you for doing so. Or you can approach another brand and say, okay, this is who I am. This is what I have to offer. I believe this is where we align in our vision and our mission. And then you give them examples of maybe previous sponsorships that you've done before or previous posts that you think have done really well. And then you just show it to them. And then also they'll make a decision based on that. So that's sponsorships and partnerships. And there's affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is different from sponsorships and partnerships, because sponsorships and partnerships is usually a one-time thing. Your product you advertise once and then you're done. But affiliate marketing is long-term. This is where brands will give you a link, and this link will direct consumers to a page of products or a page of services. And if they purchase the service or the product through that link, you get commission on the sale. This is a more long-term process. With some of my customers and my brands that I've worked with, such as BP Healthy Lifestyle Management, we had an affiliate marketing relationship with Manatech. So when we were creating content, advertising their products, we would throw in the affiliate marketing link, and then people would be able to go through it and purchase it. If you go on to Clevenard.com, you'll also see that we do have an affiliate program where you can join Clevenard as an affiliate. And if you bring in business, you get a commission off of that as well. And then there's also paid subscriptions and memberships. So I'm sure many of us have heard our influencers saying, join my Patreon. So platforms like Patreon they allowed for you to pay, for users to pay in order to get access to your content. So what many influencers will do is they will release a video every Wednesday. But if you are impatient and you don't want to wait until the next Wednesday to get another episode, you can access it on Patreon, but you'll have to pay a fee. YouTube also does a similar thing, that you can include memberships. Again, you have to reach the follower threshold to enable the membership program, but those people can purchase a membership and get access to exclusive content on YouTube as well. So that's also another way that you could get about making money. And then I would say the biggest one, especially for those who are in the beginning phases, is merchandising. So selling your own merchandise, such as branded apparel, it can be an additional income stream. So whether it be t-shirts, caps, bottles, or bags, sell it. Just throw your logo on it and sell it. And that's where most of your money will be coming from. A lot of your influencers are getting most of their money from either merchandising or sponsorships. And it's usually always merchandising where they get the most of their income from. Then, of course, there's also live streaming. So platforms like YouTube and TikTok, whenever you go live, your viewers can send stickers, and those stickers translate into monetary value. So you can live stream frequently, and then you can encourage your users or those who are viewing your live stream to send through stickers or to send through donations. And that's also another way that you can get income.
Wow. Media is really powerful. It has so much influence, and we can make money out of it. And as you mentioned, that Clevenard is a platform that actually has those features as well, where you can make money through, putting your content on the Clevenard.com, because we also have features, and I'm sure you will mention those as we go along. So how can content creators earn through Clevenard, and what opportunities does the platform offer? I heard you talking about affiliate marketing, but you can take us through what other features are there on Clevenard that content creators can post their content. and make money.
Okay, yes. I do also want to emphasize that Clevenard is not just a marketplace, it's not just a business hub, but it is also a social media content creation sharing platform. It's a media platform as well. It has other features such as blogs where you can post your blogs. It has videos where you can post your videos. It has podcasts where you can put your podcast. So it does have various features in which you can share content. And what I believe makes Clevenet unique versus Instagram and Facebook is that with Instagram and Facebook, it's kind of like you're fighting with other influencers to try and throw yourself out there in front of businesses. Whereas the chances of a business coming across you on Instagram is a lot more difficult because it's usually users and regular people who are going through your content. Whereas Clevenet is also a marketplace, it's also a business platform. So there are businessmen and women who are on that platform daily, just going through it, posting their stuff, and the chances of them coming across your content is a lot higher than in those platforms where you'd have to fight with other influencers to try and get your content out there and be on top. So that's what I believe also will be a unique trait towards Clevenet that will really help content creators, is that if you're looking for brand collaborations, it will be exceptionally easy for you as well. Also knowing that since you'll be posting on Clevenet as well, for example, with brand collaborations, which is another feature where you can earn money, is that Clevenet businesses can find you, like I said, organically on the Clevenet app, or you can just go through Marketplace and search and go through and see the different products that are being sold, see which brands you identify with, you believe that your passions and their passions align, and then you can reach out to them. A lot of them leave their emails, their contact details. You can reach out to them and talk to them. And then that's where that relationship can be established as well. So you can do brand collaborations on Clevenet, and you'll probably have more success on Clevenet than you would anywhere else because of that unique trait of Clevenet also being a business platform. Also, Clevenet also gives you analytics. So there's views. You can see how many people are viewing. You can see how many people are liking. You can see your comments, people who are commenting and interacting. So you can see, okay, if you see you're getting 5,000 views, for example, and you're only getting 100 likes, you should think that there's a problem. People are seeing, but people aren't liking, or people are seeing, but people aren't interacting. They're not commenting, they're not liking. So it gives you those unique analytics so you can see what you should be working on. Why is my content being viewed but not liked? Where do I need to work more on? Do I need to produce more high quality content? Am I not clear in my message? Those analytics can prompt you to ask those questions to do better in the future as well.
Yes, and thank you so much. And one other thing as well that the viewers need to know is you can also do product listing on the marketplace. On Clevenard, on the Clevenard platform. So yes, there is collaboration, but also product listing. So as a content creator, as you said earlier on, that for brand sponsorships, you can actually list their products as well on Clevenard, because there is a feature of the marketplace on Clevenard. So how can content creators make money from live streaming and virtual? But I think you also mentioned that. Just going through that again, as to how can they make money through virtual live streaming like Clevenard TV and other mediums.
With live streaming, the way in which you can make money is exposure. With live streaming, you're exposing yourself for a long period of time online. It's the same with Clevenet TV. Clevenet TV, it gives you the opportunities that no other platform will give you. For example, with Netflix, there's a very high threshold. You cannot just submit your show or your content to Netflix. They have too many requirements. They have too much red tape. People who are submitting to shows to Netflix are your professionals in the field. But what Clevenet TV gives you, which is really unique, is that Clevenet is not only just a business or a social media platform, but it's also focused on the development of the person and its talents. So we're not looking for perfect people. We're looking to help you become the best version of yourself as well. So Clevenet TV does not have as much of the red tape that Netflix has, where those who are still in the beginning phases or those who are not on the Netflix par or the Netflix requirements can still qualify for Clevenard TV as well. There's still that development process that Clevenard really focuses on as well. We want to develop communities, we want to develop individuals as well. So as someone who's in the beginning, you don't know how to get your TV shows or your documentaries out there, I would recommend going through Clevenard TV. It's a very easy platform for you to go and sign up for and try to apply for your show to be streamed on there versus going to these big production houses, which will also probably charge you huge fees to get your content on there as well.
Yeah, like we said as well, Clevenard is an international platform. So we are global. Right now, we are live streaming internationally. We are global right now. There are people viewing us, from all walks of life. And also, as you were talking about, creating content on your movies, we also have Clevenard movies. So sign up into the clevenard.com, and see what Clevenard has to offer. Clevenard is more like a door. You walk in there and, the sky might not be a limit for you. So yes, content, as Mr. Halang has said, it's everything. It's storytelling. So many of us have many ways of telling a story, and Clevenard is there to expose our talents, the gifts that we have to the diaspora, to the international diaspora. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tahalang. Now we know that there are many ways to make money, and Clevenard is one of the platforms. As you said, Clevenard is more focused. When people go into the Clevenard platform, they know exactly what they are looking for, other than other platforms where you go there, you'll be scrolling and not really, you might find yourself not, finding what you're looking for. But with the Clevenard platform, you go in there, maybe I'm looking for gold. And I mean, it's something that you can find because Clevenard is more focused. So yeah, thank you so much. Now let's talk about, also the other issue of the audience. Like now we have the audience, so growing our audience for profit. I know you touched on that, but just give us a brief on the strategies that can help content creators grow their audience and attract more income opportunities.
Yes, to grow your audience and attract more income opportunities, I would say the first one is to be consistent. So the content creation schedule that I had spoken about in the beginning, create it and stick with it, be consistent. Don't always just post once in a while and then never come back. Also, your viewers will also lose interest. They'll be like, okay, she's not serious. She posts once in a while. I'm going to go follow someone else who gives me what I need and is consistent. And then also don't only just be consistent with the times that you post, but also be consistent with your content style. So there are different styles associated with different industries. For example, if you're doing beauty, skincare, or anything health-wise, you usually have a minimalist, clean slate, very few elements on one page. You're using your earthy tones and your light blues. You're using very clear and uncomplicated, thin text usually. And your audience will automatically, subconsciously associate whatever it is you're doing with that thing. You'll find if someone comes across a beauty or a skincare ad, you will already know it's a skincare ad without even reading anything because of how it's looking. You already infer, or you'll be able to discern already what the content is about because that's how it's usually done. And then if you're advertising technology products, they will usually be your contrasting colors, your gradients, your bright colors. Contrasting against the black background is usually how you would do technology. So if you're someone who's in the beauty sphere, stick to posting with your minimalist, clear aesthetic, and then don't just all of a sudden jump into your technology aesthetic with the contrasting colors. You want also not to make the experience of scrolling through your page a disjointed one where audience members feel like they're being jolted every time they go into a new post. There's no cohesion, there's no smoothness, there's no, okay, these ones complement each other. It's like they're contrasting each other and they're fighting with each other. You don't want that to come across in your page. You want your page to come across as making sense, for it to have cohesion as well. So stick with the content style that is usually associated with what you are creating, and then don't jump into another style. Just keep with style as well. And of course, engagement. So respond to those comments, host giveaways, create interactive content like your polls and your Q&As to build a loyal community, because that's also what you want. You really want a loyal community. Like I said, you don't want followers. You don't just want people who are rarely going to like, who are rarely going to share, who are rarely going to do anything beyond what's required of them, which is just seeing your post. You want people who are going to comment, who are going to share, who are going to click on those affiliate links, who are going to buy those products that you're looking for. You want that loyal community versus followers. So don't be follower-centric, be community-centric. And then, of course, cross-promote. So share your content through various platforms. Don't just stick through Facebook and Facebook only. No, share your post. If you posted it on Facebook, post it on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the other platforms as well. So always cross promote, and then always collaborate as well, whether it be partnering with other content creators or other brands to access new audiences. Because if you go on platforms like Instagram and Facebook, there's a collaboration feature where you can add a collaborator, and when you add a collaborator, the post that you're posting will appear on the page of the person that you added as a collaborator. So let's say you were working with a brand, for example, let's say you're working with Chanel. If you collaborate with Chanel, your post is going to be on your page and it will also be on Chanel's page. Then to follow Chanel will be like, okay, Chanel's working with this new influencer, I want to check her out. Then they'll click on your handle, which is also linked to wherever it's posted on their page, and then they'll be directed to you. So their followers will essentially become your followers if they like what they see and they choose to follow. So you're getting new audience members through that way as well.
Okay. Wow. 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 We're really learning a lot. Can Clevenard now, as a media platform, because also, content creators, those that are new and those that are experienced, can Clevenard help them reach a global audience? And if so, how?
Clevenard is an international company. It has businesses and brands from all over the world. So if you are looking for brands, for example, if you want to collaborate, the brands that you will be coming across, chances are not people that are in your country. These are international brands from Spain, if you want to work with people from Nigeria, or if you want to work from people with Europe, it's all up to you. But you do have access to international brands, and therefore you have access to an international audience. So you can, in that way, connect with these brands, or they'll connect with you if they see your content and they really like you, and then you have that international door opened up to you as well. Also, while you're posting on your blogs, while you're posting on your videos and your podcasts, the people who are viewing it also are international people. The people who are on Clevenard are not people just from your home country. They are from all over the world. So your audience is an international audience already. From the first video that you will be posting on Clevenard, or the first podcast you will be posting on Clevenard, you already have an international audience viewing what it is that you are doing. And you can also see that through the comments. You'll find comments that aren't in English. Then you know that you are in an international sphere if you're seeing people speak in Spanish or people speak in Italian. So there is that opportunity definitely to connect with international brands, to be seen by international people, because Clevenard is a global platform.
Yes, yes, yes. And it's very important. You spoke about quality, because whatever it is that you post, it has to appeal, to the international audience. So quality is key when you, do content creation. And, it's very important also to work on our craft. As you said earlier on, we would definitely need skill, because whatever you post, if it's not appealing to the person on the other side, the chances are, you might not grow. Thank you so much. So we know now how to grow our audience in order for us to make profit. And our audience is not only in our hometown, and through Clevenard, you're able to reach the international audience. So I would suggest and advise people to sign into Clevenard, explore what Clevenard has to offer, and you can never know. So we are now in the millennia of AI. And some of us, it's sometimes difficult, to really, adjust to what is happening in the world nowadays, evolving with technology. And I believe that technology plays a very important role as well in content creation. So take us through the role of technology and trends. How AI tools, artificial intelligence, if people don't know what AI means, and automation, how do they help content creators earn more money in 2025?
Yes, so for those who don't understand, because I know a lot of the times with technology, AI tools and automation are thrown at people and they're like, what is this? What do they mean? What do they mean, AI tools and automation? So AI is just artificial intelligence. So it is basically a computer program where it can think for itself, it can problem solve, it can do all sorts of programs and all sorts of things without you having to tell it exactly how it needs to, what it needs to do to achieve the goal. It already knows what it needs to do to achieve the end goal. And automation is basically the simplification of a process where you just need to press one button. So for example, if you just need to press one button to order food, that process has been automated. You don't have to go to the cashier or the till and then place your order and say, this is it, and then give your money and this, and there's that whole long process. Now you just need to click a few buttons and it's done. So that's what automation is. It's making an analog process automatic. That's basically what it means, just to give context to what those tools, what AI tools and automation means. So with AI has completely revolutionized the content creation sphere and the industry that we see today. So AI can do content optimization. So the AI can analyze engagement data to suggest the best times to post, the hashtags that you need to use to get your video hooked onto the algorithm, and content types that perform best. So what do I mean by algorithm? So if you look at your Instagram and your Facebook and your TikTok, they all have an algorithm where in which videos that have the right hashtags, that have strong engagement, the app will automatically push. So what pushing means is that it will make sure that as many people are seeing it as soon as they open the app or as they're scrolling the app is where the app will push. So in order to get the app or to get your content pushed, you really need to have the right hashtags. You really need to have engagement. People need to comment, people need to like, people need to share. And also your content really needs to be good. Your titles also need to be really visualizing and also very accurate also, so it can link onto the algorithm as well. So what's really nice is that there is this thing called ChatGPT. I'm sure we all know about it. If you go on to ChatGPT,
I know ChatGPT.
you go into ChatGPT and you give him your social medias. You say, okay, this is my Facebook, this is my Instagram, this is my TikTok. And then you say, okay, please tell me the best times to post, what hashtags I should be using for the content I'm creating, and also the content types that are performing best on my platforms. And ChatGPT will give you a full analysis on what times you should be posting. It will even give you a why you should be posting at that time, why you should be using these hashtags, why that content type is performing best as well. So using things like ChatGPT can really also help you optimize your content for you to know, okay, what is really going on with my engagement data. Then there's also editing tools. So the video editing and the design tools that we are using now have been automated to make the process a lot easier to produce content and at a faster and a higher quality rate. So if you were talking about audio editing 5 or 10 years ago, when it came to noise cancellation, which nowadays all you need to do is click a button and then there's the noise cancellation. It has done its job. There's no more noise in the background, is gone. But before, you had to separate the audio file. So you had to separate the noise from the audio file that you want to keep, clean up the audio file a little bit more, and then you would have your audio file ready for you to go without the noise. But right now it's automated. It's just one button. So editing has been a lot easier. Video and audio and design tools have been made a lot easier to use because of AI. It has automated that process for you, where you don't have to be a professional to now do audio cleaning. You can just click a button and your audio will be clean. And there's also personalization. Again, if we look at social media, how it was more than a decade ago, if we're looking at 2010 or the 2000s, your social media, you would post and then hope that, so let's say your content is here, the things that you're posting in your pages here, and the audience you're trying to reach is here. In the past, you would hope that somehow your viewer would come across your page and then you would become viral or famous and then everything will be good and nice. But nowadays, because of the AI-driven algorithms, with your hashtags, with your titles, AI is able to link your platform with the audience you're looking for without you having to hope that someone will go over your content. Now AI personally links those two together. So you are being linked to the audience that you are looking for through the hashtags, the titles, and the way in which you write your alternative text in your images as well. And then there's also monetization tools. So if you go onto your YouTube rewards program and you're part of their partner program and you're earning from your ads and your revenue, because of AI, they're able to see now, okay, where are my ads being placed? Who's watching my ads? How much am I earning? It's able to track your earnings, which is why you get your influencers who say, can you guys please watch my ads until the end? Because AI is telling them that they're not watching your ads until the end.
Wow.
So that's also something that artificial intelligence has been doing.
Interesting.
Till the end. Yes.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, we are learning. Thank you so much, Tahamang, for, such insight. I'm sure many of us, have been taking notes or will do a replay. So you go to clevenard.com, and some of us are watching through the Clevenard TV app. So also we have Clevenard Facebook page. Others are watching online on Facebook, and others are also watching on YouTube. So yes, we are learning a lot about media and content creation. Here I am, I'm in the space, and yeah, I'm learning a lot. With everything that we do, every business, whatever it is that we're trying to do, no matter how small it is, there are challenges. There are ways and means of overcoming challenges, because everything, it's not for keeps. So everything has a beginning and has an end. And so are challenges. So if you can just take us through, because sometimes we face things because of the mistakes that we make. So what are the biggest mistakes that prevent content creators from making money, and how can they avoid them?
Some of the biggest mistakes are inconsistency. So not posting regularly, like I said, can cause followers to lose interest. So if you don't maintain that consistent schedule, your followers will go somewhere else or find someone else who is consistent and serious in their posting as well. Consumers want a platform where they will always be able to consume. They don't want that well to dry up. And if it does dry up, they'll go look for another well that doesn't dry up for them. So always be consistent in when you're posting and just maintain that schedule that you had set for yourself as well. The other mistake that they make is ignoring analytics. So if you ignore your analytics, you don't know your audience. You cannot know your audience without looking at the data provided to you by those platforms. So not analyzing your audience's preferences and engagement can result in missed opportunities. If you don't know where majority of your audience is coming from, if you don't know the age range that they are coming from, if you don't know the gender that is viewing your channel the most, there are missed opportunities. For example, let's say it was women in their 20s who were watching your channel. If you're going to do brand collaborations, you would probably do brand collaborations with brands that are relevant to women in their 20s. Maybe skincare. Women in their 20s are really into skincare. So you'll be advertising a lot of skincare adverts on your channel. You would do brand collaborations with a lot of skincare products or even fashion as well. So if you don't look at those analytics, there's a lot of opportunities that you can miss. You can also tailor your content depending on who's watching your channel as well. And also lack of engagement. So if you're not engaging with your followers, they do feel alienated. They feel, okay, you're just here for views and likes and followers. You're not engaging with us. You're not responding to us. You just post and leave. So that's something also that viewers don't like. They want to feel as though they're a part of the content creation process and that you are really hearing them out when they are saying things. So always do communicate with your followers, with your subscribers. Really make sure that you're creating interactive content and not just posting and then disappearing and then posting and then disappearing again. And then another mistake that they make is not diversifying your income streams. So just relying on one form of monetization, for example, YouTube ads or any ads or TikTok ads, and then not doing anything else. This can be risky. So if you don't do or you don't try to branch into different types of income streams, you will be missing out on a lot. There's so many things, like I've mentioned, like affiliate marketing, sponsorships, and selling your own merchandise. Try to branch out as much as you can. Don't just stick to one revenue stream, else you will also be, or you'll also reach a point where you're not getting the income that you need to continue your channel, because also running a channel costs money. So the amount of money you make needs to far outweigh the amount of money you're spending creating the content that you are posting as well. And sticking to one revenue stream will not be enough for you to create content, and also to, for example, if you're using it as your main source of income as well.
Wow. And you know, as we're talking now, I'm thinking of Clevenard, because Clevenard is about 24 years. And for us to be here today, that, you know, tells us that there has been consistency. And also, you know, I guess if you don't have a vision, you know, this is where you end up not following up, not being consistent, and as you say, not engaging. Because someone who has a vision, you know, you definitely make sure that you see it come through, and you find ways. It means, yes, we make mistakes here and there, and we learn from them. So, you know, for Clevenard to be here and still existing and growing, you know, the way it is growing, it's because of consistency. It's because of engagements, and, you know, also, you know, seeing where things went wrong and fixing. And it's 24 years, and here we are. You know, South Africa, you know, has a Clevenard now, where we can be in a position to expose what South Africa has to offer to the international diaspora, because really there's so much that South Africa has that the market, you know, needs. So Clevenard is a platform to expose that which we have here in South Africa. So now let's look at the future of content creation. How does it look like? How can the youth and adults, because now content creation is not only for the youth, not for the young ones. It's just a matter of adults need to really, beef up. We have to really come out of our shells and, be open to learn more and evolve with the times. So how can youth and adults prepare to succeed long term on platforms like Clevenard?
Okay, yes, I would say, okay, content creation is not going anywhere. Media is not going anywhere. In the future, if it's only going to get even bigger, so it's either you jump on the train now or get left behind. And things like AI, AR, VR, virtual reality technologies, they're not going to go away. They only become more prevalent and more common in this field. So to succeed in the long term, I would say you need to really be good at adapting to new technologies. So stay updated on trends like AR, virtual reality, AI, and live streaming tools. If there's a new AI platform such as ChatGPT, get used to working with it, understand how it works. Live streaming tools, if they introduce a new feature, make sure that you understand that feature. If there's a new social media platform, make sure you understand how that is as well. If you're looking at TikTok, TikTok didn't exist in 2010, but now it is one of the biggest platforms that we are seeing today. So don't just discount new technology and say, okay, it's new, it's probably going to fade away. No, stay updated. Always make sure that you're on top of things as well. Then I'd say focus on building communities. So the future will reward creators who build strong, engaged communities over those who focus solely on numbers. So this is the long game. You don't just want numbers, you don't just want followers who are just followers. You can have 1 million followers, but if you say, guys, please click on this affiliate link, and then there's only one person that clicks on the affiliate link, there's no point then in having 1 million followers at all. So what you want is you want that loyal community base, even if it's just 50 people. 50 people is a lot. If it's 50 people who are going to buy a product or service, that is a lot. So don't just focus on numbers only. Focus on building a strong community that responds to what you're saying and does things when you ask them to do things. Then also, I need you to remember that social media, content creation, and media is a continuous learning process. So you have to keep refining your skills, whether it's through content creation techniques or mastering platform specific algorithms. Just always make sure that you are learning. Speaking of learning, we will be doing a masterclass soon on social media and content creation. We will be doing an 8-week program which you guys can sign up for. You just need to keep your ear to the ground, and we'll let you know the details on that. We will be covering everything from video editing to what equipment you should be using. How should I write a blog? We'll be going through all the different media forms that anyone could possibly want to venture in and how to go about it as well. It's an 8-week program. We will announce when that program will be available. But always just keep yourself learning, always attend workshops, always make sure that you're knowing what's happening in the field. And then, of course, diversify. Like I keep saying, don't just stay on one single platform. Do several platforms. Don't make your net small. If you want to catch a lot of fish, you cannot use a small pool net. You have to get those huge ship nets where they go and catch a lot of fish. You need to increase your net if you want more people, if you want more followers. So spread yourself out to all those platforms, and as well, don't only stick to one income source. Make sure that you're diversifying. You're doing merchandising, you're doing ads, and you're doing collaborations, you're doing affiliate marketing as well. So build a brand that spans multiple platforms and revenue streams. The other tips that I do just want to add on top of that is I want you to treat it like a business. So many content creators, especially new ones, think it's just a hobby. But if you really want to succeed financially, especially, you need to treat it like a business. So you need to set goals, you need to track your revenue, you need to invest in better equipment and marketing. You really do need to sit down and have a business plan if you're thinking of taking content creation seriously. So this also goes into financial planning as well. Like I said, content creation does cost money to make. It takes money to record a video. You need your phone, you need the video editing software. They are free ones, but if you do want to get those high quality videos out there, you will have to pay as well. And then also avoiding burnout. So when you do make your content creation schedule, make sure that you're creating it in such a way that you're not burning yourself out. Because once you burn out, that's when you start to become inconsistent. That's when you don't post as frequently anymore because you're tired, you don't want to record another video. So you do need to know that content creation can be demanding. So you do need to set boundaries. You do need to schedule breaks, and you do need to structure the way in which you're posting your content intelligently as well. Then I also say network and community build. So connect with other creators, collaborate with other content creators, or collaborate and connect with businesses. Attend industry events such as we're planning on having industry events soon also here in South Africa with Clevenard. So you can attend those as well, network with other content creators as well, where you can unlock your opportunities for there as well.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Halang. Oh, we've gained so much. And like you said, there's much more on content creation. So for us to beef up and our craft. So we've learned a lot, and I'm sure those who did not know, those who are still going to watch this video, you're going to learn a lot. What I always say is, from what you've heard, start acting on it, because if you just hear and not act, you won't see the results. So with all this information that you've received today, go and do something. Some of us, because I know that content creation, others it's visual, and others and it's verbal, and it's also visual, and others do write. So let's go out there and ready. And also work on our content creation. And one thing as well that I also want to mention is what I've learned as well is businesses. Some of the businesses are not doing well because there's no content. I can have my picture there of my produces, but if there's no story behind it, especially with platforms like Clevenard, because now you'll be showcasing what you have to the international market, people who don't know anything about South Africa, about the produces. And here I am, I list my product on the marketplace, and without content, because content is what is telling a story about your product. And this is how people will buy into your product, because whatever you'll be telling might be appealing to somebody on the other side. And always remember that whatever you do, it's a solution to somebody somewhere. So don't close yourself off to the area or the region that you are in. Someone in Spain, someone in Cuba might be looking for what you have. So we are all creatives. So let us unleash the creativity that is on the inside of us. Let put the content out there. Clevenard is here to help us fulfill our God-given purpose. So we want to thank you so much, Mr. Halang Monama, the Director of Media and Content Creation for Clevenard, South Africa. And there's a lot to come. Clevenard has so much to offer. Make sure that you sign up with clevenard.com and just see what is in there, explore all the possibilities that are there. You'll never know. Your investor might be on the other side waiting for you. So let us step up our game and make a difference. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.